Hey guys, Anders here, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be going over an interesting take that I've seen posted around a lot of places. Reddit, my YouTube comment section, Twitter, all sorts of places. And it is this notion that somehow Update 3.2 actually ruined Battlefield 2042. And this opinion is a little more common than you'd actually think, and it's also just completely wrong. And I'll be giving my perspectives on just some common points that I see brought up. Before we get into all that craziness, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and of course subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on. I've been posting shorts regularly, and I post content every single day. I also stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Link is in the description. So let's go over one of the most common things that I see. Oh my god, vehicles aren't dying anymore after Update 3.2. They're invincible. Oh my god, nerf the vehicles. And I'll start off by saying that I have actually noticed this point in game in specific lobbies. And that is due to one very simple fact. People got used to playing Battlefield 2042 with being able to equip every single gadget in the game on any specialist in the game. And this caused people to essentially just say, oh, other people will take out the vehicle. I don't actually have to take any action and try to contribute myself. Surely there'll just be like 17 recoilless rifles shot at that tank at some point and it'll just blow up. And that is honestly how vehicles were mostly dealt with before Update 3.2. Eventually, people just get mad and then there'd be actually 8 or 10 recoilless rifles shooting at some vehicles. I've seen that happen sometimes. But now, after Update 3.2, people are going to have to go through an adjustment period, and they're going to have to realize that you're going to have to switch to Engineer, you're going to have to play List, you're going to have to try to grapple onto that tank with McKay and deal with it yourself. And I just think this is as simple as an adjustment period. Now, with that being said, the transport vehicles are absolutely going to have to be nerfed. I just can't stand that they have 50mm cannons, 30mm cannons, 40mm grenade launchers. They are annoying, and I will say I've died to transport vehicles more than ever after Update 3.2, and I would say they're actually more irritating than the tanks or air vehicles at this point. Now, that's one facet of things that go over with Update 3.2, and just some things I see people complain about quite often. But another thing that I see people complain about is some people disagree heavily with the way the classes were split up. For instance, some people think Rao should have been an engineer, and I'm here to put an end to that right now. Rao, in his current state, if he was an engineer, he would not only be able to disable vehicle countermeasures and vehicle weapons, but he'd be a walking SoFlam with the ability to equip any launcher in the game. And if you cannot understand why that is fundamentally unbalanced, then I don't really know what to tell you. Overall, the way they split Specialist into a class system is completely fine in my eyes. I have some disagreements about Pike being in Recon, but then again, if you were to move Pike into Assault, you would have to move someone out of the Assault to somewhere else, and then you'd have to shift everything around. So I can understand why they would put Pike in Recon to a certain extent, just because of her scan ability. However, she's pretty much only played in close quarters. Another strange argument that I've been seeing quite a bit is that the gadget restrictions have actually ruined the game and made it quote-unquote unfun. And if you're one of these people that holds that view, I would just ask you to take a simple look around at what the class system actually does. Before, everyone could equip everything, and it was utter unbalanced chaos, and that heavily contributed to why Battlefield 2042 wasn't really that fun to play. You couldn't really understand what was going on. There was no ability to read, okay, what person has this, what play can I make? But now after the class system is implemented into the game, I would say that the game has actually slowed down in pace, and I'm getting revived more. There's more smoking going on. I feel as though the vehicles are getting repaired more. And most importantly, I feel that when I see a specialist, I know exactly what that specialist can do. If I see a McKay, I'm aware that if I let the McKay get close to me, he could potentially have C5 and blow me up. I'm aware that if I see a Boris, for instance, that he could potentially have a recoilless rifle and, I don't know, kill me from a very long distance, or if I'm in a vehicle, I know who to shoot first. So I have a theory that the people that hold that opinion that the gadget restrictions are annoying, that having gadgets on every single person, they honestly might be only Battlefield 2042 players. They might not have played previous Battlefield games at all, or they just don't care about balance and don't understand why gadget restrictions have to be in place in a Battlefield game. So overall, I would say that update 3.2, after playing it for, I think, over a week now, I would say that this is the best the game's ever played, at least in my opinion. It's the most predictable the game's ever been. The weapon balance is still pretty bad. Like, for instance, the Burst Glock has a higher headshot multiplier than submachine guns, and the Burst Glock is actually just better than, I'd say, 50% of the submachine gun weapon category. On top of that, we have some crazy headshot multiplier stuff going on with the ARs sometimes. Some of them may or may not be bugged. So the weapon balance should be the next thing that is addressed in this game, as well as the squad management. If they get those two things down, I definitely think that it's undeniable that the game is in its best state ever. We will have to see what sort of changes Season 4 brings, but that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. If you watched to this point, I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, and like the video. Would really appreciate that. Join the Discord and follow my Twitch channel. Both links are in the description. Also follow me on Twitter. That link is in the description as well. I'll try to do something special for 40K. May or may not do a montage. May or may not do a video giveaway. Still have a bit of time before that is done, but fear not. I will have something for you guys for sure. It's a massive milestone, and I honestly can't believe that it's within reach. The only reason I haven't figured something out for the 40K yet is because, honestly, I've been busier than ever. I'm currently playing in a tournament every single weekend, and that entails that I have to attend team practice every single weeknight, and I just have a very hard time juggling things at the moment. It should cool down after this weekend, which should give me time to do some special stuff for you guys. So that's just a quick little update. Thank you guys so much for almost hitting 40K, and I'll see you guys later.